Hey students, this is the part 2 of the video explanation for the workbook worksheet given. So this is mixed number, multiplication of mixed numbers. The next question is division of mixed numbers. Okay, for the first part, let us convert them into improper fractions. I'm sorry. Okay, let us do multiplication here. So consider 4 times 2 and then we plus 1. Okay, so 4 times 2 8, 8 plus 1 9, so 9 over 4 times, let's convert this now, times plus, so it's going to be 5 times 1 5 plus 2 7, 7 over 5. Okay, let's see if anything can be cut to simplify. So 9 and 4 cannot, 7 and 5 cannot, 9 and 5 cannot, 7 and 4 also cannot, so we have to directly multiply. So when it comes to the first part on top there, 9 times 7, 63, 63 over 4 times 5, 20. So 63 divided by 20. To those who know how to directly convert it to an improper mixed number, sorry, a mixed number again, you can directly do it. If not, you can divide it separately. 63 divided by 20. 3 times 20 will be 60. There's a balance or remainder 3 here. So we have to do it this way, where the answer is 3 over 20. 3 over 20. Next part. So similar working, but there will be one extra step because it's a divide question. So times plus times plus 2 times 2 4, 4 plus 1 5, 5 over 2 divided by 5 times 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13, 13 over 5. The rule here is the first fraction, I have to rewrite it as it is, and divide, change it to times. 13 over 5 will turn into 5 over 13. So any possibility to simplify the numbers or to cut the numbers? 5 and 2 cannot, 5 and 13 cannot, 5 and 13 this way cannot, 5 and 2 also cannot. So we have to multiply 5 and 5 first. 5 times 5 is 25 divided by 2 times 13, 26. It's already a proper fraction and a simplest form, so cannot simplify anymore. On to the next question. This is a problem solving question involving nth term, not the one that we find the nth term. Finding nth term we have done so many times before. We look at the question carefully. The nth term has been given n squared plus 34. The question is the number 292 a term in the sequence? So it's not a 292nd term. It is like it is a part of the term, and they're asking you whether it is there or not. So the working for this is n squared plus 34. You put the nth term here, put equal, and then put the number given, which is 292. So we're going to see the number for n. What is the value of n? Whether n is the whole number or a decimal number. So first step, n squared equal to 292 minus 34. Bring the 34 to the other side. Minus 34. 292 minus 34 is 258. So n squared equals to 2 5, 8. So final step, when n squared is 258, bring the square to the opposite side. Make it become square root. Let's check we can get a whole number answer for n or not. Square root 259, use a calculator. It is a 16.093 something. So 16.09. This is a decimal number, right? So a decimal number in a sense that 292 is not in the sequence. So the answer is no. Let's do the same working for B. That term is NQ equal to 5, 8, 3, 2. So N equals to cube root of 5, 8, 3, 2. Let's see the value of N now. Using calculator. Cube root of 5, 8, 3, 2 is exactly 18. 18 is the whole number. So yes, 5832 is a term in that sequence. Okay, moving on. Drawing a straight line graph. Okay, how I actually know that this is a straight line graph? Very simple concept. Look at the equation or the formula given for this. The function given. It is 2x plus y equals to 10. So the value for x here is power 1. X to the power 1, not power 2. So when x has a power 2, the graph will be a smile graph like this, U-shaped graph. We call it a quadratic graph. If the x has power 1, it's usual graph, just a straight line graph like this or like this. So let's substitute the values now. I'll give you one example. 2x plus y equals to 10. We want to find y, right? So we make this easier by doing y equals to 10. Bring this 2x this side, minus 2x. So when you have number and x at one side, easy to calculate the rest of the numbers here in the table given. So first one, y equal to 10 minus 2 times x. The first x is 0. So I put 0 here. So y equal to 10 minus 0, which is also a 10. So this is 10. So the same concept I'm going to use for x equal to 1 this time. Okay, x equal to 1. So first part, we replace x with 1. It becomes 10 minus 2 times 1, which is 2. So 10 minus 2 is going to be 8. 8. So if we continue doing the working like this is going to be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, and then a 0. I'm not asking you to follow the pattern and put the numbers here. I'm doing it just to save some time here for the video purpose, but I want you to calculate it properly and then put the numbers. Do not take risk. Let's plot the points here on the graph. So 0, 10, 0, 10, 1, 8, 2, 6, 3, 4, 4, 2, 5, 0. Now let's draw a straight line graph. So this is the correct answer for it. can pause the video or replay it if you don't understand the concept. Okay, let us now fill up the table for a quadratic graph question. Look at the power for x, x squared, right? X squared will make the graph in a U shape like this. Because it's a positive gradient, so it will be like U shape, not upside down like this. This is for negative. This is for positive. This is for negative. Okay. This number x is -3. Y equal to x squared. So y equal to -3 squared minus 3. So -3 squared is -20. Sorry, 3 squared will be a 9. So -3 squared is a positive 9 as well. -3 times -3. So it is a positive 9 here minus 3. So it's going to be 9 minus 3, 6. That's why the 6 has been given here. And let's do the same thing for the next number, which is -2. See the way how I'm doing it using bracket is follow this in exam. Graph is a popular question. Every year there must be a graph question. So we should follow the proper way for negative number, which is using a bracket. -2, -2 like this. So -2 times -2 again, which is a positive, for -3. It will be a 1. So I put 1 here. So in case I continue like this, for the next part, which is -1, -1 squared minus 3, I'm going to get a -2. If it is -2, sorry, if it is a 0, 0 squared is again a 0. So 0 minus 3 is -3. And then if I put a 1, 1 squared is 1 again, minus 3, -2. And I put 2, 2 squared is 4, 4 minus 3 is 1. Very good. I got the correct answer. Repeat. The next one is 3. 3 squared is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. So can you see that the number repeats? 0 is in the middle. For -1, we got -2. 1 also you got -2. For -2, you got 1. 2 also you got 1. -3 is a 6. 3 is also a 6. If you see the numbers repeat both sides, that's why the graph is actually a U shape, because the number will repeat on both sides. This number and this number will be the same. This number and this number will be the same. This number and this number will be the same. That's the concept. It's about quadratic graph. Let us plot the graph now. -3, 6. -3, 6. -2, 1. -1. Negative, -1, -2. 0, -3. 1, -2. 2, 2, 1. 2, 1. And 3, 6. Okay, and I'm actually drawing using a mouse here directly, so my graph may not be 100% perfect. I'm sorry for that. If you're drawing using a pencil, properly do it. Try your best to make it perfect, or at least almost perfect. Not that perfect, sorry. Something like this. U shape. It must touch the point -3 at the bottom here. Okay, let's move on to the next question. There's a few more. Okay, finding gradient and y-intercept. So remember, M is the gradient and C is the y-intercept, because we learned y equal to mx plus c. M is the gradient, and C is the y-intercept. But looking at both the questions here, the y is not alone. So you don't simply tell me the answer for gradient is 2, and then the C is 20. No such thing. Don't simply say that. You have to rearrange and make sure y is alone always. So 10y equal to 20 minus 2x. Rearrange it. And y equals to 20 divided by 10, because 10 is there, 10y, right? So divide by 10 now, minus 2x also over 10. You better write it separately like this, easy for you to get the answer. So y equal to 20 divided by 10 is 2, and then minus 2 over 10 will be 1 over 5. You can write 1 over 5, or you can even write 0.1 over 5 or 0.2. Either one, both are accepted. So I put 1x on top over 5 at the bottom. So the gradient m is 1 over 5 or 0.2. C, and sorry, and I supposed to put this negative in front. Negative 1 over 5. Yeah, okay, negative 1 over 5. And C is positive 2. Right. Same concept with the next one. 10x plus 4y equals to 20. So 4y equals to 20 minus 10x. Y equal to 20 divided by 4 minus 10x divided by 4 as well. My handwriting is very bad, I'm so sorry. Okay, y equal to 20 divided by 4, 5, minus 10 divided by 4. You will actually get 2.5 in decimal. If not, you can maintain it with fraction 5x over 2. So gradient m is negative 5 over 2, or negative 2.5. C is 5, just the number of it. The next question is based on this graph. Let's see the question first. Find out the distance traveled after 50 seconds, which means you have to see 50 seconds. What is the distance for it? So 50 seconds, the distance is 400. Unit is meters, so 400 meters. Next one is the gradient of the graph. Okay, guys, for gradient of the graph, I suggest you to choose the easiest point in the sense that the point which is here, which is touching the exact number, exact gray color line. If not, you can take this part also. So for the same, please avoid taking some other numbers here. So the technique that you need to follow is, let's say I'm choosing this point. The time taken is 50. The distance is 400, right? So 400 meters divided by 50 seconds. This one you have also learned it in your physics also. If I'm not mistaken, year 8. So 400 divided by 50 is 8. So the answer is 8 meters per second. This is the gradient. 8 meters per second. There's another part question here. After finding the gradient, what does this tell you about the speed of the cyclist? So it means you can write it in any sentence or words. The cyclist traveled 8 meters in 1 second, for every 1 second. Okay, moving on. It's a very easy question. This is an inverse proportion question. 4 people, they took 7 hours to build the shed, and then how long does it take for 2 people to work? Okay, 2 people, how long? This is the question. Do some logical thinking now. 4 people, which is the bigger number, they took 7 hours, but only 2 people doing the work. Only 2 people doing the work. They don't have enough manpower for it. So if you divide it by 2 here, remember to times by 2 this side. So they will take 14 hours to complete it. This is the answer. It's the opposite of it. Lesser manpower, more time will be taken. Okay, moving on. Probability is 0.35, 0.1, 0.25. Green or blue is 0.1 or 0.35. So plus both. 0.1 plus 0.35, 0.45. Answer 0.45. And then not blue. Okay, blue is 0.35. So not blue means 1 minus 0.35, which is 0.65. Okay, next question. Orange and red are equally likely, means they are same. So let us take 1 and then minus all these numbers first. 1 minus all the numbers first. 1 minus other numbers. 1 minus 0.35 minus 0.1 minus 0.25. It's a 0.3 actually. 0.3 is for together. Both of these are actually 0.3. So 0.3 divided by 2 parts. 0.3 divided by 2 parts, 0.15. So each will be 0.15, 0.15. Okay. First train is late, 0.25. Second train is late, 0.4. So 0.25, 1 minus 0.25, the balance is 0.75 here. This is 0.4, this is 0.6. So this one will follow 0.4 and 0.6. Okay, let's see the question, not to waste time. Okay, find the probability that both trains are late. Both trains are late means late and late. Wait, this part, late and late, which means 0.25 times 0.4. 0.25 times 0.4, 0.1. Okay, next one is neither train is late. So both are considered not late and not late, right? So not late and not late is this part. So it is a 0.75 times 0.6, 0.45. Okay. For this question, I will show you a slide after I finish the other questions. Yeah. Move on to surface area and volume of a prism. We're using Pythagoras theorem. This is 10. So 10 squared minus 8 squared square root will be 6. So this part is 6 using Pythagoras theorem. This number is very important. So you have to basically find the volume. Volume is find this area of this part, the shaded part, which is the triangle, and times 7. So the working for volume is 6 times 8 divided by 2, which is the area of this triangle. times 7 is length. That's it. 6 times 8 divided by 2 times 7, which is 168 cubic centimeter. Okay, there are 5 surfaces altogether for surface area. So surface area, first triangle, the area of it is 6 times 8 divided by 2. We know that, right? 6 times 8 divided by 2 for one triangle. There is another triangle, so times 2. So it's considered 48. Both the triangles considered 48 altogether. Now the base at the bottom there, which is 8 times 7, which is 8 times 7,